says go. All right, I think we're live. Welcome back, everyone, to I Just Want to Be Single, the Aromantic anti-dating sim. How are things going? Things going pretty well for me. My favorite baseball team, the Giants, are currently playing, and I was supposed to turn the game off, but then I had to check to see if the game ended because it's raining over in New York right now, and the Yankees had walked the bases loaded without any outs, so now I gotta see if they can add on here, because that'd be hilarious. Oh my gosh, they're at 3 runs, or 3 balls. Now it's 1 out, because our guy struck out. But if they walk in a run here, I'm going to be tickled pink. Guys, there's a good chance they don't. I mean, that would be ridiculous, obviously. But I've seen it happen. Already this year, and there's already been like 12 games. And like, there's like, I don't know what they were showing it. Well, there's already been like a ton of pitches this at bat too. It's a full count. Most of you guys have no idea what I'm talking about. Basically, I'm just vamping while I do all the what do you call promotion? Promotion. Yeah. What do you? I'm vamping while I do the promotions on the Discord. There's a strikeout. Okay. 2 outs. It's just, I'm pretty happy. You know, I'm pretty happy right now. That's the takeaway. All right. That's the promotions done. Welcome back, everyone, to I Just Want to Be Saying. Oh, I forgot one. Sorry. Give me 1 second. So I forgot one of the promotions. Give me a second. It would be pretty disappointing if the Giants don't score. I will say that's not a strike. Okay. But yeah, I promise after the inning is done, I will turn off the baseball game. But I mean, I gotta watch this, you know. I'll take the promotion. Yeah, the promotion. Wait, what are you taking a promotion for? Did I advertise a promotion somewhere? Oh, you'll take the promotion. I mean, I'm promoting the stream. This stream right here. I'm sending the link to this stream to people. I'm not sure entirely what you mean by that. But yeah, we're back, continuing. These features still don't work, but I do think it's annoying. Like, I get that they need to get that this is kind of early access, but you know, it's annoying to have the features here and be able to click them, and they clearly don't do anything. I think this is cool.exe, and it's episode. I don't know what this is, and at some point you get to switch to routes. I really hope episode 2 is long. Like, if it's like an hour, we're like I'm gonna have there's none of the extra features are implemented, so there's gonna be nothing to do if this isn't long. I'll give people a little bit longer to file in, just a bit, so the inning can end. We're professional. Come on. And that's a walked-in run. Oh, it's beautiful. You are now live. All right. I'm sure someone will inform me if they get a run, but if they do anything else. But I just watched the Yankees walk in a run on 4 walks, not back to back, but 4 walks. So I'm very happy. First step. So let's go on. Progress. Oh yeah, if you guys didn't realize, if you wonder what happened last time, it was basically we just met a bunch of people, these guys, and all of our stuff is reset. That's interesting. So our favorability and danger levels are on a per episode basis. That's good to know. And Random Girl is down to 3, implying that it's just a what's the word? What is the word I'm looking for? I'm implying that it's just for the tutorial that it was weird. Also, Shizuka's up to having all 5 favorability hearts. Deltron and Persona 5 crossover. Interesting. Classes are finally over. Now that I think about it, Things have been so hectic, I haven't had any time to process what happened. Everything went by in a flash. Despite it being a couple of days since I first transferred here, I'm still not sure if I'll ever get used to it here. This is not how I imagined high school would be like. Crazy doesn't even begin to cover it. We had to evacuate the whole school yesterday because someone made a nuclear bomb in physics class. And during biology, a girl discovered a new cure for a deadly disease. I can't really tell if high school is supposed to be like this or if it's just this high school. I always wished I could be more normal so I wouldn't stand out, but here I stand out because I'm too normal. Life just switched it all up on me. You suck, life. Well, that's enough self-pity for right now. I have some free time. I was just thinking about what to do next. I wonder if anyone wants to hang out with me. Probably not, but I should at least try. That's a lot of playthroughs of Persona 5. And it's a pretty long game. After all, I promised myself I'd make friends this year. If I don't, I'll be a loser forever. I don't want to be a loser forever. Wait, someone is approaching me. Hello, Em? Hello? Oh, oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. I should have practiced. I didn't. I forgot. I forgot about the name. Okay. Kaede? We'll start with that. We'll start with Kaede. Not a lot. That's a very pitiful amount of playthrough for such a great game. But it's so long. It's like a 100-hour game to play through. The teacher asked me to check in on you since you're still quite new here. Though I know it must be tough to come in partway through the semester. Is there anything you'd like to know about still? Is there anything you'd like to ask me? Alright. I don't want to ask about the pink-haired girl, but I want to explore. Let's ask about clubs. Is joining a club required? No, not exactly. But it is highly encouraged. You get a lot of benefits, too. Benefits? The school has multiple programs for student scholarships. Those who do particularly well in school clubs are compensated greatly for their efforts. In some cases, students make as much money as a full-time job salary through their clubs. Lovelock is a very high-profile school with connections to many industries. Some of the most successful people in the country graduated from here. This is starting to make a lot of sense. I felt out of place before, but now I just feel like a being from another planet. I feel like a sore thumb sticking out from what feels like a class of geniuses with bright futures. How did we get in here? Wait, how did we get into this class? It was kind of glossed over in the first chapter, I think, but how did we get in here? I mean, A doesn't seem like the person who, particularly tried to get into a prestigious school. I'm just an average, she's just an average student. Average at everything. I don't have anything I excel at or anything I'm particularly passionate about. Maybe if I put in the time and effort or something, I could have some effort to something. I could have something that I'm proud of. Something that feels like I was made for it. I wonder what that feels like. Is that how everyone else here feels? I guess I just don't feel pulled towards anything. Maybe it's not some magnetic force that's supposed to tug on me, but it should be me who's blindly swims towards something. I was not expecting the introspective introspection on this kind of... This is not the kind of introspection, at least I thought we'd be getting. I only have like a measly 517 hours and 47 minutes. I should have... No, you should not. May I recommend a life spent doing anything else? I just think that might not... Well, you know, at least you don't have AS problem. You do have something you excel at. Persona 5 Royal. Let's ask about the pink-haired girl. She's not here today either. Thank the Lord. Ah, yes. She's in our class, right? Is this normal? She's a recent transfer like you, but yes, she's absent often. She's visiting her parents abroad, so it's expected she'll be away for a few days. Thank goodness. Took like a year-long break from this game. That's not... I take decade-long breaks from games I love. Like... Granted, I'm much more of a completionist and finish it, and then, you know, not go back to it. But yeah. Yeah, how do you feel coming back from the break? Yeah. Abroad, huh? I don't look forward to seeing her again. I still don't even know her name yet. She's already traumatized you. Anything you'd like to ask me? Yeah, let's ask about you. How do you pronounce your name? Are you in any clubs? Kaede? How do you take decade-long breaks from my favorite game? Just happens. Like I'm just trying to make the point that like I don't get obsessively attached to one. To me, 3 to 4 playthroughs is a lot, even for a game that's not super long. I mean, not for a short. Obviously, there's some games that are short where that's not even hard. Like I just tried out a game and played like 6 playthroughs called Ship. It's like a Twine game, but that game is like meant to be replayed and it's very short, so it's not really the same. Sort of. I'm part of the student council. Can't say I'm surprised. You look just the type. Is that so? You must have a lot of responsibilities. That's right. And I'm going to be especially busy soon, since it's that time of year, the year again. That time, well, like club fair day, school festival. There's a ton of prep and paperwork I'll be needs to be doing soon. That's not right. So a ton of school prep and paperwork I'll I'll need to be doing soon. Not I'll be need. Terrible game. Typo. Minor typo. Terrible game. First playthrough is 122 hours. That's an insane amount of time to put into one game. Sounds tough. That's why you shouldn't hesitate to ask anything now from me now while you can. If you'd like to ask me, that's all for now. Have you been able to get a grasp on the study materials? Yeah, I think so. Although the assignments do feel a little tough at times. I don't know if it's because I need to catch up or if it's because everyone else here is a genius. The assignments are not only difficult, but often take a long time to finish. I'm just not used to the pace here is all. I think I'll be fine. In that case, if you don't mind, would you like to do some study sessions together later on? Oh, we're getting invited to study sessions. We should go over some of the things you're having a hard time with. Oh, you mean like tutoring? I don't want to cause you any more trouble. There's no trouble at all. Besides, it's part of my duties as class representative. It's my job to make sure everyone gets help. You're no exception. Do you extend that same grace towards, like, Noseman? Which my sister told me that it's pronounced Noseman for some reason. Crazy. I can't believe I was mispronouncing another name. Just really good track record. Your second playthrough was 200 hours? It's 274 hours? Oh, subtract. Never mind. That's not that bad. Wait, what am I saying? That's 150 hours. I did not catch the implication of offering selfie sessions. Okay, she is probably not. I was adding that in to be goofy. I don't think that, like. Okay, she definitely is offering because she wants to be closer to us, but I think she's sincere in that they're going to be study sessions, you know? I try to make sure everyone gets help, you know, except I doubt that she'd extend that to Nazmin, though. Well, in that case, although I doubt Nazmin would ask for help. Well, in that case, I guess I'll take you up on that offer. You have nothing to worry about, Aya. Just leave it to me. I'll see you later, then. Yeah, later. Kaede seems nice. Weird because of the rain delay on the Giants game. Yeah. I mean, they should probably end that game. Game's basically over. They should end it. Did they hit anything? Did they get any more runs off of the bases loaded 2 out kind of thing after the one the Yankees walked in? Even though the teacher is probably putting her up to it, it does seem like she genuinely wants to help me. Okay, I have to stress the teacher is almost certainly not putting her up to it. She doesn't stand out as much as the other girls, since everyone else all seem to have their own distinct personality. Oh God! Woof! Yeesh! It's a sick burn. I mean, it probably wasn't meant to be, but the best burns aren't meant to be burns. 3 or 4 hours per week just left by. Oh. I mean, still, there's no way that the idle time, though, accounts for hundreds of hours. Honestly, that in turn becomes a bit of a unique point for her. I wonder if I kind of look that way to other people, too. Someone's so plain and average that they become special for that trait. But even more in plain and average than Kaede. She's gotta stop insulting Kaede. I like her. I don't. She seems very nice. At least she seems to be responsible and knowledgeable. Plus, even though she seems easy to approach, it's obvious that there's some tension between her and other girls in the class. Oh, so you're picking up on that too. I also have picked up on that. What's been happening? Oh yeah, Aya's been talking to Kaede. Kaede invited us to a study session. Aya's been musing on how incredibly average she is, that she has a bunch of imposter syndrome, and she doesn't believe anyone actually likes her. And right now she's noting and has noticed that Kaede has some tension between some of the other girls in the class, which is something I noticed last stream on the tour. There must be some sort of history there. I wonder what happened between them. Does there? I think she just gets annoyed by some of them, like Nozomin. I think their personalities just clash. She's annoyed at Nozomin. She's annoyed at Akane. Those seem like very reasonable personality clashes. And I'm not sure that has to be history there. But clearly is trying to set up that there's history there. It looks like everyone else is left already. I should get moving as well. Oh, something. I was not expecting. Oh, whoops, that's the power. Continue. That's episode 2? Wait, if I go to episode 2, is it going to restart it there? No, okay. I'm back to the main menu. Oh, so we have been introduced to... Oh, interesting. I'm surprised episode 2 is so short. But it looks like... So they're different. They're going to be different programs. This is a great image for Kaede. So Kaede's going to have 4 episodes. Oh, this just got interesting. This Kaede... Is stream over? No, stream's not over. So there's 8 school episodes. And some kind of question mark over here. But we've unlocked Kaede's first episode. I'm saying it wrong. Okay, how do I say her name? We're going to spend a whole You know what? We're going to look it up. I'm going to look it up on Google. Give me a second. I'll look it up on my phone so that I can easily do this. All right.
Kaede.
That can't be right.
Kaede.
Oh, that says American pronunciation. Wait, why is it only American and British? Why are those my options? Japanese. Okay.
You are looking at Julian's pronunciation.
You don't need an introduction to a pronunciation video.
Pronunciation. Kaede.
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 Kaede. Kaede. Kaede, right? So just to clarify, that would be Ka-A-Day, basically. Or something like this. Kaede. Kaede. Is that right? Did I get it? Is that person correct? How do you pronounce Anne? Like the Persona 5 character Anne. It's just Anne, right? Please tell me that's just Anne, right? Oh no. Today I'm spending the day studying with Kaede. No? Okay, well... God... We're going with Kaede. There's no evidence that it's pronounced any differently. Well, okay, fine. Give me a separate pronunciation then. Turns out that I transferred to this. It sounds like on, not ant. Oh, you're talking about on? Oh my gosh. Why? Why? Why would it be that? Why would it be? Would not have guessed. Yeah, I would not have guessed the one. That's not my fault. As work, I don't listen. I don't play Persona, you guys. I just basically watch Naomi play it. As it turns out that. So wait, he's Kaede though, right? Though Kaede. Turns out that I transferred to this school right before exams week. That sucks. Even though I'm a new transfer, they're still going to make me take exams along with everyone else. The good news is that Kaede seems really eager to help me study. She seemed super busy, though, with all her student council duties, so I'm surprised she carved time out of her schedule just for me. Kaede doesn't seem as feral or unhinged as most of the other girls at the school. I mean, that's not wrong. But I hope this isn't her way of giving me special treatment. Oh, she's absolutely giving you special treatment because she likes you. Probably both romantically and platonically. That said, I really need help to survive these exams, and she might be the only thing that can save me from failing. How would I call Yoshizawa? Yoshizawa? Guys, have you guys been waiting for like a week for streams to accumulate names that I can mispronounce? No choice but to accept her offer. Fair access to sick burns. Whoa, what's this mountain of folders and papers? And Kaede's not here yet? Oh, hey, I'm right here. What? There's someone buried underneath all this. Don't worry, I'll get you out. Don't worry, I'm right here. Wait, yeah, sorry. Ready for our study session? Ah, Kaede. What's with all these papers? Oh, you know, just some paperwork for managing student club activities. All of this just for student clubs? Well, there's also some school administration stuff. And some city council stuff. But why are you on the city council? And some personal finance stuff for most of the school staff. Do you at least get paid for being a financial advisor to most of the school staff? Huh? Student council handles all that? Well, initially, no. Oh well, it's a funny story. One day our principal looked incredibly vexed poring over legal documents. Turns out he'd gotten himself into some tax troubles. Seeing him in such a bind, I couldn't help but volunteer to help him out. I see. Don't do the school taxes, at least not for free. Kaede? 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 I don't know how you pronounce Yoshizawa. I already did that. I already said Yoshizawa. And ever since then, it seems all the documents and paperwork of the teachers, staffs, and faculties find its way into this office. But no worries, I'll get through today's file in a jiffy. And then we can get to our personal study session. Personal. Right. It's very personal. In the meantime, please sit anywhere. Aren't these the seats for the other student council members? Oh my, there aren't any, are there? They probably won't be coming in today. For real? When there's all this work to do? Well, it's a funny story, actually. One day our president wasn't feeling so well, so she didn't come in for the day. Her duties are pretty important, though, so we couldn't just let them sit undone for a whole day. I decided to take them on myself and got them all done, no problem. Although since then, Prez started having sick days more and more frequently. Then the secretary and treasurer started getting sick a lot, too. I'm pretty sure I saw all of them in the cafeteria yesterday. I'm surprised you know who they all are, Aya. They all seem fine to me. Ah, yes, I think they mentioned developing an allergy to this room specifically. I pronounced the Yoshizawa correct. That's great. Well, in their words, it's not a problem since you're capable of handling all the work yourself, right, Kaede? Kaede, you should just not do your work for a day and just watch what happens. Or at least none of the work you're not officially responsible for. Like, you should do your work that you're responsible for and then watch what happens as the entire thing collapses. Like, I pronounced one thing I pronounced most English words correctly. I definitely think that's my new mission. Convince Kaede to let the entire system collapse. And right they are. I just turned through it all day and night all by myself. Gosh, it's every work. Do you have anything else you do with your time? Are we really gonna have any time to study if you're doing the work of 4 people? Kaede, no. She is unhinged. Everyone is unhinged. Oh yes, of course. Just sit tight right there and I'll get it done lickety split. Alright. I pronounced one Japanese name correctly. I pronounced Chloe right. That's probably... I pronounced Aya correctly. It is Aya, right? A couple hours have gone by and Kaede. 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 What syllable is the emphasis on? A couple hours have gone by and Kaede's had her nose buried in papers this whole time. Is there really going to be any time for me today? Hey, Kaede, about that study. Kaede, dear. Ah, hello, Katsumi. I'm stopping by for an update on the status of my personal parking lot spot. Ah, yes, the helicopter launch pad. Yeah, the helipad. Hey, it's actually pronounced like on. I'm gonna reach through the screen and strangle you. Happen to say it's still on schedule and within the budget. I will say it's probably a bad idea for the school to give Kaede so much power. Like, excellent. In that case, I'd like to make an additional request. I'd like a parking space for my yachts as well. Excuse me? For parking a yacht? Like in water? But of course, where else would one park a boat? I have to say, I share a bit of Aya's concern. Only after lots of finagling did we get the helicopter pad just within budget. But digging up land for a moat and building a dock, on top of the headaches this will cause with the city council. Yes, you're right, there truly is a lot to consider. And so I'd recommend you get to it quickly if you want to make this work. Next week's Home Economic Club's activities hinge on fresh seafood delivery. Just say no. It's worth getting murdered in your sleepover. You should just go on strike. Just you specifically. You should at least be getting paid. I mean, actually, the one thing is, Katsumi probably would be willing to pay you after we bargained for all that money last time. You should at least get the money for this. And I wouldn't be caught dead having it hauled in on anything other than the family yacht. Right. I won't let you down, Katsumi. No, don't leave it to me. Splendid. Oh, you don't... Kaede. Yoshisawa isn't an English word. Oh, alright. Good day, then. Katsumi. Come on. What was that about? Ah, well, one of the important duties of the student council is to meet the needs of each club, all while staying within the total allocated budget for student activities. So don't be alarmed if we get more visitors. That's just a normal day for me here. I mean, at least that's technically part of your actual duties, but you should be able to decline activities. I feel like it's getting hard to take advantage of. I'm sure what she generally believes others' excuses part of that, put another way. Yeah, she should absolutely at least be asking to get paid for this. Like, hey, Kaede, right on cue. The scuba club just set our sights on our next expedition, looking to get to the bottom of the Mariana Trench. This is why maybe... Do you think without Kaede... Do you think without Kaede that, like... the school would be this prestigious? Is Kaede, like... Because Kaede is the one who makes it financially possible for all the clubs to do insane, crazy stuff. So without Kaede, would this be a normal high school, you think? I mean, probably not. It does seem like there's other insane stuff going on. Wait, did you approve the swimming classroom? So we're going to just need to multiply our funds by 10 times. Wait a second, you only just asked for a budget increase last week. Yeah, we were trying to keep things small scale to stay in budget. So aside from now on, to stop aiming high and keep our aims real low. And figured, hey, there's nothing lower than the depths of the world's deepest trench. That is true. Gosh, he's not taking this seriously at all. We know we've got a killer student council vice president who can make this happen. Should we get promoted to president? Oh, yes, of course. I'll find a way. Don't let me get in the way of your expedition. Kind of scary, this whole operation. The school itself would probably collapse. Like, the foundations of the school would just give in like an earthquake. This is the most normal high school I've ever seen. Oh, yeah, I forgot. This is exactly what high school is like. I went to a boarding school, so I wouldn't know. Manipulator Kaede by compliments. Yeah, we gotta stop this. Heck yeah, see ya. Remember, aim low. This was Katsumi's yacht. How am I gonna make this work? Kaede. Oh, sorry, I just forgot you were there for a second. Don't worry, I'm always happy to help. I'll find a way to make ends meet. Maybe finish up this paperwork, then we can get to... Hey, you're from the Biohazard Research Club, right? How's it going? Sorry, no time to chat. Kaede, we need approval for extra funding immediately. I'm really sorry, but at the moment, the school's funding situation is a bit tight. This is an emergency situation. An extremely rare infectious disease we are researching just to escape containment. What? Need some funds to contain it once again. Please plus some more for the damage control afterwards. Can't wait the government step in to handle something like this. I wonder if that was Aya that said that. My guess is that's Aya who said that. Well, if word of this gets out to the government, it'll be me who's held responsible for approving these club activities in the first place. Ideally, we'd handle it ourselves. About how much emergency funding are we talking here? What's going on? Oh yeah, turns out every insane thing that we've turns out Kaede does the paperwork for the entire school and manages the budget for this entire school that like again includes all of the insane stuff that happens in the school is arguably facilitated by Kaede's budget making. Now, normally I'd say Kaede shouldn't approve these things. You might actually want to approve this one. This might be a problem. Oh no, yeah. Turns out, oh yeah. So the Biohazard Research Club girl just turns out that they need money to help recover from an infectious disease they just released. And if the word gets out, we can't let the government handle it because then Kaede would get in trouble for approving hazardous research. At 18 times the usual monthly budget. Well, hi, this one seems pretty important. Alright, since it's an emergency, thanks, the people of our nation owe you one. Whew. It's really like this every day? Well, so far, today's been on the lighter side, actually. We're on a tighter schedule than usual since I want to help you study. How do I make this work? Greetings, my friend. Hi, Chloe. I've come to request the copying of Garden Club data onto the school servers. I've run out of memory on my own devices and would like to have the data offloaded. Alright. What do you need copied? I have a thumb drive for each one of my 2,000 plants. I'd like them copied over one by one. Whoopsies. Oh, that'd take ages. Aren't robots like literally designed for handling tasks like this? Tasks like what? Tedious, menial, time-consuming ones? Well, yes, that's exactly the problem. I'd rather spend time on activities which are fun and kind of always do whatever everyone asks, no matter how ridiculous. Ha 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 ha. Whoopsies. I'll be returning tomorrow to pick up the empty data drives. Thank you, my friend. We didn't even agree to that one. We could just not do that one. That's kind of sure as jumped. Yeah, we didn't even agree to that one. We actually can contractually just not do it. Yeah, it won't be our fault. Yeah, the robot girl is honest. Well, that's it. A lot of this stuff doesn't seem super important. Well, other than that escaped disease. Surely Kaede could give priority to help me not fail my exams, right? I mean, yes, but also, that is just you also asking for special favors, Ava. Aya. Couldn't hurt to ask at least. So about that study, Shash. Aya. Huh? Aya. I think it might be best if you left for the day. Oh, what would help me with like right now? Oh, everything okay? Yes, you just need to focus to get today's work done. Then tomorrow can be all about helping you with your studies. All right, then. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. I'm sorry that we couldn't get to helping you today. Whoopsies. I don't you dare leave her like this. I mean, yeah, no. Hey, look, Aya just met Kaede like yesterday, and like, and she was asked to leave, and also it doesn't seem like she wanted to actually help Kaede with her trouble. She mostly wanted help studying, so I'm fine with her leaving. So ends the day without getting a minute of study help from Kaede. Her plate seemed pretty full, but ever since she promised to help me out, I've been banking on this study session to help me avoid failing. Well, that's not a good plan. And I wonder what was up with her towards the end where there after Chloe had left. Her tone suddenly got so grim. The usual upbeat cheeriness replaced with worry. Is it just the amount of work she has to do, or is her alter ego gonna come? She said herself that this is a light day for her. If you're studying or not, I should stop by tomorrow to check if she managed to get all that stuff done, and that she didn't die trying. What? Wait, is that it? Oh no. We're half an hour. Shit. Fuck. Really? Wait, that can't be right. Like, cause like, does that mean there's only 4 episodes specifically for Kaede, and we didn't get anything else for any of the other? Is that all that's out? What does that actually mean? That's really interesting. I assume that this implied more content than this. New game? I guess. I don't want to just end. Let me just check out the baseball game. No, let's think. Okay, what can we do? Um, do we switch to level ed? Or do you guys have like, do you want to try out a game? Any games you guys want to try? Because I guess we have nothing to do during this time at this point. Yeah, I kind of thought there no level ed. No, not level ed. That's interesting. Because if we did level ed, then we could move on to the next stream next time. Because if we don't do level ed right now, we're probably doing the level ed intermission stream next time. But sure. Yeah, let's try something out. Do you guys have any suggestions? No, let's play Flightship. Let's play Flightship. Let's start with Flightship. I'll start with Flightship because I literally was playing this earlier. So I figure, I might as well, let's switch this over to, let's play Flightship. Yeah. Oh, I need to get chat up on my phone. I don't think there's any music to Flightship. But in case there is, I'll switch the thing over. I'll do this. I'll do at least one round of this first, and then I'll see what viewers suggest. Just because I played this today, might as well. Yeah, I really thought there'd be more than just that. Yeah, start coming with ideas of what to do for the next at least hour. When they knew the Earth was doomed, they built a ship. Less like an ark, more like a sea, dormant but with potential. It's this. This is Flightship. You guys can see it, right? Yes, you guys can see it. I can see it. You're about to find out. In its heart, 1,000 colonists in frozen sleep, chosen and trained to start civilization again on a new world. To control the ship, they created an artificial intelligence, not human, but made to think and feel like one, because only something that thought and felt like a human could be entrusted with the future of the human race. Its task is momentous but simple: to evaluate each planet the ship encounters and decide whether to keep searching or end its journey there. The ship's solar sails propel it faster and faster into the darkness, and the AI listens as the transmissions from ground control fade and then cease. When all is quiet, it enters hibernation to wait out the first stage of its long journey. After millennia of slow travel, the Flightship AI awakens. Hoping against hope, it trains its receiver on the direction of Earth's sun, but is as silent as any of the other myriad dead stars. Save for the 1,000 frozen colonists cradled in its shielding and life support systems, the human race is now extinct. Let's do a systems check. Any damage or malfunctions during the journey should have woken the AI from its hibernation, but it is still anxious as it runs its self-diagnostic programs. The sleep chambers are all functioning, and the colonists within them alive, or at least capable of being revived from their frozen status. stasis, whatever. Sensors functioning, surface probes responding, landing and construction systems ready for the one time they will be used, scientific and cultural databases intact, safely storing all the remains of humanity's knowledge and art. Let's scan the first planet. See the text. You can play the FNAF world. It's free. I don't want to play FNAF world. Well, that's really good for a first planet. So, the way this works, planets will be, the sea in orbit in the second moon of a gas giant orbiting a white dwarf star. Even a brief scan from orbit reveals far more information than its builders could know with their Earth orbit-based telescopes. But the AI is very little use for scientific curiosity. It is only one concern: whether this planet will make a suitable new home for the human race. So we look at the information here. So these are our stats, scientific, cultural, landing systems, the amount of colonists that are alive, and our sensors. So we get to a planet. It's procedurally generated. So this one seems to have a marginal atmosphere, a low gravity, a cold temperature, a planet-wide ocean, and poor resources. There's stuff to investigate. It has a moon, vegetation, animal life, possible structures. We can launch a surface probe, but we only have 10 of them to find out more. The surface probe sensors confirm the readings of the ship's orbital scanners. As a surface probe approaches the planet, it scans the planet's moon and finds that it is a recently captured asteroid in an unstable orbit. In a few decades, the moon will come close enough to the planet to break up, and the surface will be bombarded with fragments. So yeah, that's one of the things. You could also have a moon with a lot of resources, though, so it depends on... So when it just says moon, that could be a lot of things. The probe finds alien plants and tastes a sample and finds some of them will be edible for humans. Probe encounters numerous animals. After analyzing their behavior, it concludes that they would be neither useful nor harmful to humans. The probe investigates some of the possible structures that the sea ship observed from orbit, and finds that they are settlements inhabited by an intelligent species with a medieval level of technology. Most of the population live as slaves under the rule of despotic emperors. The surface probe's mission is complete and it shuts down. Now we have a choice. Do we want to settle here or move on to try fighting somewhere else? Oh, hello, Barrett. Turns out there was basically a half hour of content left. So if you want to know what happened in I Just Want to Be Single, turns out Kaede is super overworked and may have had a mental breakdown. That's what we learned. The moon will approach the Roach Woman. Yes. Why not? I don't want to. It doesn't look very fun. I don't like FNAF very much, but it's fine. FNAF is just a very okay series, and I'm not a big, I have no, it just feels boring. I'm gonna lie. I would be bored. It might be interesting for you guys, but I feel like I would be bored playing FNAF World. So we can move on, but as we move on, because that planet sounds like it sucks a little, turns its scanners away, spreads its solar sails, and begins another long journey through the void. Then, between planets, random events happen that could damage your stuff. And so it's a bit like, although also the longer you search, you can also upgrade your sensors to make it so you only go towards planets with a baseline, success rate. The AI awakes to find that the sea ship's course is curving sharply through the darkness of space, as if caught in the gravity well of a star. The source of the gravity is invisible to the scanners, but there's only one thing it could be: a black hole. It is already too late to escape the gravity well without pushing the main engine well past its safety limit, which could damage any of the ship's systems. Alternatively, the AI calculates that ejecting 39 sleep chambers would lighten the ship enough that the engine's normal thrust could take it out of danger. So, do we sacrifice 39 colonists? We do have 1,000 of them. Or do we potentially damage some of our stuff, which could make landing gear, construction, scientific, and cultural databases will affect our score. Could we get a score because based on how well we colonize the planet? So that'll sacrifice our score. This will sacrifice our ability to scope out planets. It'll basically give us less information, and then colonists will also sacrifice our score. Jackbox? We could do some Jackbox. Maybe. We're going to do Jackbox. We don't need to do the whole thing as Jackbox, though, because there are other things. I did kind of want to try some other stuff. And obviously, I'm pretty happy showing you guys Seed Chip. But we can at least do a round of Jackbox. I figured we could try out some fun free games, like browser games. Do you want to jettison 39 people, or let's be humane. All right, we just broke now our gravity sensor is at only a 73% chance of working. Do they consent? No, they don't consent at all. They're all hibernating. The AI commands the engine to exceed its maximum output, ignoring its electronic screams of protest. Small explosions shake the ship as components collapse under the strain. Once the ship is safely coasting away from the black hole and the AI can assess the damage, it finds the engine overload has damaged the gravity sensor. Scanner has a 73% chance of not working. And it does work. This looks terrible. Sea ship enters Earth. I'm not going to read this the whole time. It has some interesting stuff if you want to read it. This looks terrible. I'm not even going to try. I'm not going to waste a probe on this. Let's move on. There's bounce spot. No. Alarm hits it. There's an asteroid. Basically, we can allow it to hit the landing system, or we could hit the atmospheric scanner. Landing system is our final score, but the atmospheric scanner helps us figure out if a planet is good. But we should probably protect the final score, so let's go with the atmospheric scanner. It's been a pretty bad start. It's no reason. What? This is terrible. Okay, moving on. All right, and then now we can upgrade. So we can basically find stuff that at least has a baseline functional. So atmosphere, gravity, temperature, water, or resources. I'm going to go with atmosphere. I like atmosphere. Oh, and we still have a random event. We could either allow the sweep chambers to overheat, the scanning module to overheat, the construction of the data storage. Yeah, this would kill people. This would make it harder to land. This would make it harder for the data storage. I'm gonna go for the scanners. Ooh, 63% chance of working. So gravity scan failed. We can figure out what it was by launching the surface probe. Not a lot of water, but we have good temperature, good resources, and a marginal atmosphere with potentially plants and maybe a resource-rich moon. Let's launch a probe. High gravity, that might be bad. Moon is unstable, is going to reach the Roche limit. It does have outstanding beauty, though. And edible plants. And this isn't terrible. Yeah, I'm really enjoying Sea Chip. I'm glad. Oh yeah, sorry for the thumbnail. Turns out there was not a lot. We kind of hit the limit on stuff we could do when I Just Want to Be Single. We ran out of stuff. I thought there was more content, but it turns out the rest of the game is not out yet. It's in early access. I don't like the unstable moon. I'm gonna move on. We're still pretty early in the game. Oh, I think false alarm. So we get out of that without any downsides. That's nice. No, okay. No way. According to there's something ahead. So there's something ahead that could hit us. I think there's a chance if we push stay on course. I've done this before and I've gotten hit, but I think there's a chance that it doesn't. Or it could do change course, but it would be a random planet. But our upgraded systems aren't very upgraded yet, so I'm going to change course. Yeah, we'll never reveal. So I think there's a random chance that hurts you. Because given the same scenario, sometimes the outcome is different randomly. Oh, this one has a good atmosphere anyway. It does have a planet-wide ocean, which is really annoying, but not too terrible. Let's look at it could be food. If we have food, that could be good. And structures, if they're the right kind of ruins, can boost our culture and science values. I'm glad you guys are enjoying Sea Chip. Edible plant, that's good. Monumental ruins. All right, probe investigates fossil structures. There are ruins left by a vanished intelligent species. The ruins include great monuments and writings that could reveal much about the vanished civilization. That will boost our cultural, which could give us a better society at the end. I'm liking this place. All right, here we'll do a vote. We'll do it since we've reached a planet. What do you guys think? Do you guys think you want to settle for this one or push our luck more? Because right now, none of our points have been damaged. Like, none of our landing systems are damaged. None of our databases are damaged. We have all our colonists. Some of them might die because of the temperature. There aren't any resources, but we have food and... Okay, so the big red thing is... The big problem will be resources. Because that's going to basically eat into our scientific database, and it's going to mean we don't have a very technological civilization. Looks neat, yeah. There are two. They're basically we're graded on our technological advancements and our like as a society we're graded on tech and culture, and also we're graded on. I think landing and construction might determine how many colonists die setting up the shelter. The temperature could kill some of the colonists, and then we'd have less. It's possible for all 1,000 to survive, but the temperature could kill some of them. So what are you guys thinking? Do you think this is a good planet? Should I make a poll? No, let's see if I can make a poll. Actually, I can. You're gonna see this for a bit, but should we settle? Should we settle? Should we settle? All right, let's see. Oh, I have to. No, why don't I just... Yeah, let's do this. And then if I just switch it so it's always the C-chip one. Hello? There we go. Now that should stay on C-chip. Okay, so I should be able to look. Since I've made them separate tabs. There's liquid water. The planet probably has technology, which means the tectonics, which means there's an an electromagnetic field protecting the planet from solar wind. That's nice. You would have to worry about tsunamis. It's like a liquid ocean, right? Yeah, it's a planet-wide ocean. It's a giant ocean. There's no tsunamis. It's just all water. Oh, right. Oh, I just realized. Yeah, your comment did not show up because the chat filter automatically sends it. Oh yeah, YouTube. I was looking on my phone for chat, and YouTube automatically sends it to filter out random comments because YouTube sucks. So I literally could not see your comment, Naomi. There we go. Gretchen, I am a generally risk-averse lad. That's what I'm saying to settle. Yeah, but you know, there's risk to this too. We have 2 yeses. I'm gonna end poll. Let's settle it. We found the colony. The decision is the culmination of the AI's existence, and it cannot be make it lightly. Founding a colony will end the siege of journey and make this planet humanity's new home. Let's confirm it. The landing system controls the sea ship's descent, and it splashes gently down into the planet-wide ocean. The colonists wake from their sleep chambers and survey their new home. The ship floats on the surface of an ocean that stretches to the horizon of a blue sky. They named their world Thalassa because all its land is sunk beneath its planet-wide ocean. Excuse me. The colonists begin constructing a settlement with the aid of the sea ship's construction robots. They can leave the ship without breathing gear, wearing protective clothing to withstand the scorching heat. They can move easily under the Earth-like sky. Gravity. The colonists farm the floating vegetation for food and extract drinking water from the ocean. With their settlement completed, food supplies secured, the colonists mount an expedition to the nearby ruins. The explorers study the sculptures, friezes, and alien writing that help fill the ruins. Even before they could translate the writing, they learn much about the culture and the reason for its demise, knowledge that will help guide them in creating their own culture on their new world. So that's up to a 128% cultural. Ooh, big hit to scientific because we have no resources. We have sophisticated stone and wood tools. Cultural database is a wealth of historical information to help the colonists make their choice of government, and a vast library of art and literature to entertain and inspire them. The cultural database from Earth has been augmented by alien cultural knowledge, and the colonists use this to build a society unlike any that the ship's founders could have imagined, in which every member lives a life of peace, happiness, and spiritual fulfillment. And here's Thalias's ocean stretches to the horizon of blue sky. The colonists live in stone-walled cities with buildings sealed against the planet's harsh environment, and on platforms floating on the planet-wide ocean. They live lives of peace and spiritual fulfillment beyond the dreams of their ancestors on Earth, which I think is what happens when you get over like this far over 100% on the cultural. Guided by a combination of human and alien philosophy. In the first city stands a monument to the siege of AI that guided humanity to its new home. I'm surprised no one died. So we get scores on the atmosphere, 500, gravity, 500, because those are in the green. 250 for the yellows, 0 for the red, so nothing for the resources. But that's nothing compared to the other stuff. So we have how many survivors landed and how many survived after the settlement. We have the technology level, which is really low, 600. But like I think Cosmic Enlightenment of 3000 might be the best culture you can get. Scientific database times 10, 300, and of course just the pure cultural values. But I'm not sure if final culture is entirely. I'm not sure if final technology level and final culture are entirely reflect based off of the cultural database and scientific database, because those are like they look the same, or they're not related. Anyway, that was a game. Then you can look at your leaderboard. I had more I had played earlier, but since I played it in the browser, it all kind of got wiped away. We got Neolithic Cosmic Enlightenment. That's Flightship, guys. I don't plan to. Oh yeah, what we were saying. Edible plants at heat means that there's a lot of CO2. Yeah, Sister of the Society of Happiness is pretty sweet. Yeah, I got it up to like 10,000 before. Because I had like a cosmic enlightened planet that had, better base conditions and more resources. Like we really got hit hard by the low resources that took out a lot of our scientific database. So that's that. Do you want to switch to Jackbox? Do you want to play another Flightship game? I mean, there are options. I could also play some other game. If there's any cool little browser games, I'd love to try some out. Like, now is the time to do it. Or maybe you guys just want me to end stream early, so that's also a possibility. Yeah, Turkey, we're deciding what to do next. I finished my game of Flightship. We could either play Flightship again, we could play Jackbox. If there's some kind of fun browser game you guys could suggest, I'd love to check it out. Or I could just end the stream early. Which I think would be a bit of a shame, but like, I mean... Or, I don't know, Adventures with Anxiety? Sure, let's do Adventures with Anxiety. Give me a second, I'm gonna drop the game while I look that up. Adventures with Anxiety. All right. Yeah, we'll check this out. Adventures with Anxiety. Yeah. Go. Wait. Can you guys hear that? Wait, refresh. So that'll... Let me make sure the game audio properly goes to... Should be Adventures with Anxiety. And then if I press go, that should be able to hear that. Can you guys hear? Every time I try to check, it closes the game. Wait time, half an hour. Alright, that's good. Welcome. This is less of a game, more of an interactive story. Hope you like reading. Sucker. While we start, how would you like to read? Great, now you can always change with the icons. Game autosaves at each chapter. Now let's begin our story. Alright, everyone can hear. Wait, there's like a lot of swears and stuff though? Oh, in the game. Yeah, that's fine. I can live with that. This is an adult channel. This is a human. And this is the human's anxiety. You are the anxiety. Oh, good, my wolf's back. Fantastic. Your job is to protect your human from danger. In fact, that sandwich is putting them in danger right now. Quick, warn them. Human listen, we're in danger. The danger is. Let your anxiety come out to play. Pick what's most similar to what your fear tells you. We can't just not tell them a fear. So I guess switch up. You're eating alone for lunch again. Don't you know loneliness is associated with premature death as much as smoking 15 cigarettes a day? I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true. Thanks for citing your sources, but if we don't hang out with someone right now, we're gonna die. Unloved. You used fear of being unloved. Super effective. See you, and I am your loyal guard wolf. Trust your gut. Your feelings are always valid. Get your human's energy bar to 0 to protect the physical, social, and moral needs you can use. Fear of being harmed. Fear of being unloved. Fear of being a bad person. Portrait. Play the choices that personally hit your deepest, darkest fears. Whoopsies. No, maybe it's time to check my phone. Protect your human. From the world, from other people, from themselves. Good luck. Round 1. Facebook feed says there's a party happening this weekend. Is that weird to throw a party every week? What kind of void are they trying to fill? They must be deeply messed up inside. Oh, so I got an invite? Well then. Say yes or we'll die from loneliness. Say no, it's full of poisonous drugs. Ignore it, we just make parties sad. Yeah, well, you know what? I'm actually going to try and be good to the humans. We're going to try and get in on the party. 15 cigarettes a day. 15. God, if it'll make you shut up, fine. I'll say yes. Alright, Facebook's too much. I need something calmer, less anxiety producing. What's new on Twitter? Hey, give him a cat drinking milk. Tweet secret. Look, I'm gonna try and actually be good for the human. There's the gift of a cat drinking milk. Yeah, that's cute. Just retweet it, I think. Cats can't digest milk. Oh, shoot, I forgot. Shoot. I actually forgot in real life. We're terrible humans for enjoying animal abuse. Okay, gonna try Snapchat. Photos from yesterday, so that's what those weekly parties are like. Way too crowded for my anxiety. Maybe I shouldn't have said yes to the invite. Can't change your answer now. We should. Nah. Come on, you can't do it. Doubling down. I wish I would talk to you soon. Thank you for the stream. No, what screams way back and exact. Yeah, Twitter's not a great idea. Yeah, we can't do that. We look like an asshole. Cannot change your answer. They're counting on us to come, and that would betray the trust. You want to die alone? 15 cigarettes. Yes, shut up for yes. I'll keep it as yes. Whatever, new Tinder notification. What, that hookup app? Not a hookup app. It's just a way to meet new people. It's a hookup app. Oh, I got a match. They look cute. Please don't ruin this for me. Danger, 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 danger. Being used by other people. We're just using other people. Yeah, we'll do this one. See other projects of Pokemon for us to collect. Wanna be the what? No, wait. Don't. I think I'm not singing this. 50 cigarette moments. Okay. Okay, that's enough of you. So sick of this game. We'll kill us cats, can't the rest of milk, crappy parody song. Want to live my life. Free from all this pain. Hey, human. It'll be okay. As your loyal guard wolf, I'll help you. I promise. Last app, Instagram, what you got? More party pictures. I look so happy, free from worry, free from anxiety. Why can't I be like them? Why can't I just be normal? Speaking of Fridays, about this weekend's invite, here's my final decision. We should go. We fuck you. What? Gonna say yes to that party. I did say. Not because you want me to, but because I want to. Not in control of me. You want to eat this delicious sandwich in goddamn peace. Oh no. Well, we're gonna die. Successful. We did it, guys. Guys, we did it. Pro move. You should change it. Then go back and make them feel like a bad person after they already did. Oh, that was a good idea. Now that energies here, you can directly control their actions. Pick your ending move. Curl up in a ball and cry. Cool. We did it, everyone. Congratulations. I won. I'm really good at video games. Being harmed, being unloved, being a person. There's another chapter. We're at the party. New industrial complex exploits cats. Hi. Elaborate on this thesis. Nice party. Someone retweeted a gif of a cat drinking milk yesterday. The cat just who would treat animal abuse like that? Whoops. Yeah, let's talk about the meaning of life. What could we possibly do that really matters? Contribute to humanity, all great works decay the way of Ozymandias. Love, death will always do it apart. How much death there is, we will die, our loved ones will die. The second law of thermodynamics means even our universe will die. Death makes us appreciate life. That's like saying slavery is good because it makes us appreciate freedom. Oh, you need to make your own meaning. That's what cultists and conspiracy theorists do. Life has no meaning. Death has no meaning. Even meaning has no meaning. What is a mortal soul supposed to... Ellipses. Can you hear me, human? Ellipses. I must warn you about... You're ignoring danger. That's dangerous. Is it because they're drunk? I don't know. I think you're safe just because you took the batteries out of the carbon monoxide detect. Well, you took the batteries out. Oh, this is a metaphor. Would have been smell the poison. You'll just get sleepy and then you'll die. Whoopsies. Oh, thank goodness, human. I think you can hear me again. I shall warn you about... Oh, yeah, check the punch. Drink the punch before drinking? I'm not being irrational. People do drink punchables. That is an actual thing that actually happens. Human, does your head hurt? Are your limbs limp? I think we're dying. We're dying, we're dying, we're dying. Fuck. Yes, human, I'm happy you can hear me again. Why were you ignoring me? You're an absolute moron. Another Native American story. The two wolves. Is that a Native American story? Two wolves inside you. One is home, one is fair. Which one will wins? The only one you feed. I was trying to starve you, you sadistic asshole. Good on the positive affirmations and said, I am loved, I'm good, I'm smart, I'm beautiful, I'm special. Yeah, don't credit random stories to indigenous folk. Combo attack, yes. Heroes are actual people, not some noble savage you can name drop to make your fortune cookie advice sound more exotic. Reducing individual versions and complex cultures to a hallmark card. That's benevolent racism. Stop being racist. You know what? You're irrational. Everyone knows emotions are irrational, especially fear. You're useless evolutionary leftover like my appendix or wisdom teeth. Hey, this whole wolf metaphor is stupid. You're just a bunch of neurochemicals in my head. Why should I listen to you? Lefties. That's really hurtful, honestly. I'm part of you, you know? When you say that, you're hurting yourself. Why are you hitting yourself? Stop hitting yourself. Oopsies. God, I hurt so much. I hate this. I can't appease you. I can't ignore you. I can't fight you. I can't continue to get rid of you. Not supposed to get rid of me. How do you think I feel, human? Trying to my best to be a guard dog, but you see me as some big bad wolf. So I try even harder to avoid you to danger, more danger, different danger. No matter how hard I try to protect you, you still think I'm your enemy. What am I doing wrong? I know I suck at my job, but I'm trying, human. Aw, I don't to heed my worries, agree with me, or even like me. I want you to be patient with me. I want you to sit with me for a while instead of turning away and, hey, wasn't you caught in a fight with yourself, kid? Is that obvious? You were mumbling at your hoodie about punch bowls or something. Oh god, I'm such a mess. Yeah, well, it's actually super common. Yesterday I heard someone quote up doing armadillo ball and cried in public. I know it's like to have that animal in your head. We all, is that the hair? We all do. That's why I throw these parties every weekend to forget our worries, forget that animal. My anxiety. Don't worry, kid, I used to be like you, but then I found it's a little trick to get that negative voice to shut up for, is it alcohol? It is alcohol. Okay. That's a bad idea. This is a bad idea. I'm just gonna go, oh my god. My exquisite palate. A full mind full of shut your mind out with a subtle actions of never feel anything ever again. Dude, okay, I was overreacting before. This is actually bad. Like, okay, I know serious talk, this is actually a bad idea. And cheaper than therapy. Human, please stop. What are you gonna do about it? So sorry. Have to use my special attack. This guy, we're gonna yap more words than me to. That's not good. How was that? You show you the consequences. I could see my own course. I could feel the sensation of actually being actually dead. Yeah, sorry about that. I want to punch the host. Nah, let's get out of here. Horrible things. They're tricky to do the same thing. They're corrupting you. We need to get out. Okay. Sorry, after one. Yeah, if the animal won today. No, just run a marathon. Gotta go fast. Alright, next week, I'll make something even stronger for you. It's not a good idea. Okay. That was close. We really could have. Oh, shoot. Going back to the party next week. That's not good. Alright, that was probably a good idea earlier, but you should definitely not. This is a concern. Oh my gosh. I like how you can see the red part, like the red. The hair is definitely her anxiety. This spot's left to right amygdala. I mean myself when I was younger, back when I was tormented by the animal in my head. So Roker could pay it forward and help you kill the beast the way I killed mine. Horrible substance abuse. Quick question, truth or dare? There. Good. Alright, you see that baby blue swimming pool down there? Yeah, 6 floors down. Jump in. Whoopsies. Wait, what? Yeah, we'll start whining as. No, it's dangerous. Don't do it. That's dangerous. Don't do that. But that's nearly exactly why we need death-defying thrills. Party hard, cover DM, snort. Don't do that. Sometimes I mean, we don't need to be reckless for no reason. To just fall for the big mindfulness propaganda that claims feeling bad is good. Run this will give the rest of us anxiety and depression. To make TED Talks is supposed to accept being hooked over and embrace that sadistic demon in our heads. I know that you know that the animal hurts people like us. It tortures people like us. Not our friend is a rabid beast which either needs to be tranquilized or have a bullet put in its skull. I don't think though that like jumping off of a building is into a swimming pool is necessarily the easiest way. No, you're wrong. I'm not gonna let it win. Anyway. Oh no. There's two possibilities. One is very bad. No. Choose wisely. Oh god. Yeah. Human, you can actually die. This is an actual real series. I might have believed you if you hadn't tried that a zillion times before. The wolf who cried wolf. Yeah, it definitely should be harmed because like this is actually gonna be. Try that too, human, please. So Bigfoot is approving my self-medication. That's not self-medication. That is. It's actually legitimately worse. You won't die. You just get hurt very badly. Oh, well that's okay then. We all have a way of shutting you the fuck up. Some people will throw themselves into work. Some will throw themselves into sex drugs and refreshing their Facebook feed. Some will throw themselves into other people. I'm gonna throw myself into that swimming pool. I admit it. I messed up. This though is like, you just need to not do this one thing, really. Ha ha ha. I just favored the century. That's really mean. I don't think they believe that. I guess keep going. Basically, I need to keep them listening. Making sure nothing hurt you. That I didn't realize I was creating the hurt. Figured, yes. Just so much trouble. I'm just gonna say I'm sorry. This is a dumb idea anyway. Mess you up when I messed you up. Oopsies. Okay. Alright, we did it. We associated it. Yeah. Scared. It's gonna be scared. We did it. Just lock the door. Oh shoot. One time you just get hurt. Bottom answer. Yes. Game modified. Leak tears. Cool. Yeah, I gotta leave the one about the anxiety thing. Well, that was the moral of the story. What we even learned, I was being stupid, my friends were using me, almost died. I don't think they were using you. It's a bad idea. Not to mention the liver damage. That was the worst case, though. And yet, we did it. We lived. Also, replay the start of the game. There's like a little Easter egg if you do. Oh, okay. Finally, we're still here. Seemed pretty calm because we just had a near death experience. What makes everything else seem less scary considering comparison? It's also got my thinking. And me fighting you sucks because it doesn't protect you. Me fighting you also sucks because it just makes you yell louder. Then maybe we should just not fight each other. I'm not a guard wolf. I'm just a spattered shelter dog. We went through some rough stuff, maybe trauma or neglect. That's why I always sometimes overreact and go, you know, I don't want to be a cowardly dog. I want to protect you. I want to be a good dog. Will you help me tame this wolf? I'll try. Relationship with emotions, relationships with communication, so let's communicate. That's what makes it gonna sound super cheesy, but let's fake it till we make it. Dear Animal Wolf, how are you feeling? All the fears used. What do you want to talk about first? What did we harmed? Protect your need for physical safety. Whole world seems so dangerous, so full of tragedy and evil. I don't know, offer me choosing what to say next. What do you say, human? Why do you expose yourselves to avoid it? I'm just guessing thank you. Despite everything, it's still your yeah. Ellipses. Wait, no arguments for or against what I'm feeling, just thank you. And if you're concerning, show you're concerned for my physical safety. You okay? You've never said thank you to me before. You big fuzzy wuzzy panic wolf. Anything else you want to chat about? We'll be alone. Let's go, we'll be alone. I'll make sure you fulfill that deep human need of belonging. But I worried that if anyone ever knew us to real us, we'd scare them all away. I think people like us, honestly. Anyway, it's we could ping a friend to hang out. We connect with an old pal and just chat with a barista. We find we're more likable than we suspect. And what if we're burning others? Maybe the barista just wants to make some dang coffee and not be an experiment to see if our social skills suck. Well, turns out we are being a burden. That's good to know, too. Going out to proactively ask people what they're comfortable with, to know and respect others' boundaries. Learn the personal skills crap we see in council brochures. That was in your heavy heart. We'll defend your moral needs that drive to become a better person. Feels like deep down we're so fundamentally broken. And don't tell me we're not messed up. We almost jumped off a roof. Fix this or accept it? I'm gonna say fix this. Just slowly build better habitats, get our life more in line with what we value. Maybe we could get professional help, a therapist or a counselor. There's ways to fix this. Oh, we can't afford professional help. Rachel said I'm paying $100 a year just to hear you ask how does that make you feel? And how does that make you feel? That's totally a reasonable worry. Talks to mental health care isn't affordable for lots of folks. There are some cheaper free options. Support groups, online therapies, too, such not profit health editors. And that's what I'd like to sponsor, BetterHelp. Don't use BetterHelp. But now it's also like meditation, sleeping well, chatting regularly with friends, learning new things. Go to a library to borrow workbooks or evidence-based psychotherapies. A lot of resources at the end of this game. Oh, that fourth one didn't last so long. Some things are more important than narrative conventions, such as mental health. I think we're talking about all fears now. Yes, there are only 3 fears. Exactly 3. Very convenient. Good game, you know. Pretty healthy relationship with emotions as simple as clicking up buttons on a screen. Can we really get along? Can we work together as a team? Well. Oh, there you got someone else. Or no, more like, shit. Great Owen Turkey. Would you mind if I sat with you for lunch? This is your crutch? Why are you sitting alone like a psycho serial killer? I mean, it's okay if not, I just... Yeah. I mean, they seem uncomfortable. No pressure, of course. So you can sit here if you want to. Destroy dead money in the serial killer. Well, that went well. I wonder what's going on in their head. What you were saying? I forgot something about teams and work. The city should make peace with your emotions as if your emotions are war criminals. But I want us to make more than mere peace. I want us to be allies. I want to be a good guide dog. Our hunger and thirst are alarms for your physical needs. Be alarmed for your psychological needs, your needs for safety, belonging, goodness. It's like my job, so I need you to train me. Not always valid or always rational. I'm just trying my best, so please help me help you. Teach you know this will take a while, maybe years. Relapse, I'll slow down my old habits. Bark at shadows, I'll scare you with words. Might even show you some intrusive images of things. I'm sorry, I'm a battered shelter dog. Bad dogs poop on your head sometimes. But you're patient with me, and just stay and sit with me. Maybe you can tame this wolf. Good dog or good human? I'll say good human. We did it. You're still cheating alone. That's pretty good. Had a good time. Here by Nikki Case and their wolf. Mon Flizier and their pigeon. The wolf. Hong and BB. Oh, they have names. Alan Shire. Hunter. And Graham. Not alone will I 1 in 27 humans have an anxiety disorder. One of those many do heal. They find help, share help, and build a healthy relationship with their fear, and you can too stay determined to keep on. So we can replay. This is a. So there's a Easter egg. So there's a Easter egg. I guess replay. What's the game? Okay, we're back here again. Travis protect your human from danger. Replaying this game is putting them in danger right now. Quick warn them. We're in danger. The player. He's gonna torture us again, yeah. Make us kill your phone for giving you a panic attack. Punch the sympathetic anti-villain party host. Make us jump off the roof. And these new terrible things will happen to us, and then we'll die. Let's get back into character. Alright. That's fun. Yeah. Well, that's... Yeah. Yeah. So, do you guys have anything else you want? Do you want to do a Jackbox? Or we could end. I might end. An hour and a half isn't a terrible stream. But no, we have like 7 people here. We could do Jackbox actually. You know, while people are still here, what do you guys want to do a Jackbox game? Or do you have any other another seed chip? We could do another seed chip. Yeah, I could do another seed chip. Let's do another seed chip then. Or Jackbox chip. No. Because if I did Jackbox, I'd have to set it up, and that sounds like work. So I'm just gonna we'll do seed chip again because there is demand, and there's demand, and it seems like no, there's demand, and I like that game. So we'll do seed chip. Probably, yeah. Oh, it still saved this. That's nice. I'm not gonna read all this. I'd like to watch all Jujacks, but I don't think I'd join. Yeah. It's a version of Perfect Apocalypse. Yeah. I think I'm gonna stick with Egypt for now. I mean, Jackbox should be set up. I'd have to do it. And there's interest in Seed Ship, which is a lot easier to do. So we're gonna do more Seed Ship. All right, first planet. Marginal, low, hot, planet-wide ocean, none. I don't like this one. I'm moving on. What do we have? Landing system or sleep changers? Okay, that's not great. I think landing system is better because we're not directly graded on landing system. 72% landing system fails. That's great. Can't see. Okay. That did not work. Okay, here we go. Oh, right. Sorry. And I'll switch the game audio again, even though I don't actually think there is any yet in this game. I don't think there's actually any audio here. There is also a spiritual successor that I haven't played, so we could do that. But I'm also on my end stream, like, I mostly didn't want to end stream after half an hour, but once we get to like the 2 hour mark, that'd probably be fine to end. We have a breathable atmosphere here, but it's low gravity, hot. There's no reason we could do better. And no more void. Hey, you should be able to see now. So it's either a random thing where we let it hit the landing. The landing system's already damaged. We don't want it to hit the landing system. Okay, only 10% off the water system. Oh, this also looks terrible. So let's upgrade our scanners. Let's see, what do we think is important? We already kind of damaged the water scanner. I don't really want to do that. Last time we had a big problem with resources. That took a huge chunk of our score. So let's do the resources scanner. Yep, that's not going to be good. Accelerating interstellar dust. Yeah, I'd much rather do an emergency course change than risk getting damaged. But we still got a resource-rich planet anyway. No water, very low gravity. It's vegetation. I don't know. I think I'd like to move on from this one. Yeah, no water. Head of it. I think it's easy, but we are getting everywhere to see you for admitted students fest. Good night. Yes. Spaceship suit course takes it while newly formed. Oh, we could pass through the disc and it would upgrade one of our sensors, but we could get hurt. I want to upgrade one of the sensors. Free upgrade? That's really good. We passed through safely too. Atmospheric upgrade. That's great. That's breathable, but like planet-wide ocean is not great, and resources are poor, so we're gonna move on. I'm gonna also upgrade the temperature sensor, so we can at least have a decent temperature. Oh, a supernova is flooded the ship's electronics with random signals, and motor will be permanently damaged. So basically, random damage and potentially no damage, or guaranteed resource damage, and I don't want it. I just upgraded the resources since I'll shut it down. No damage. We got out of it. Okay. That can kill you. That can hurt things. Oh my gosh. Breathable atmosphere, moderate temperature, oceans. No, not a planet ocean, but oceans. Rich resources. Like, screw the gravity. We could live with this. And potentially food. Future enters an orbit of the fifth planet. One of the first of gas is always enough large enough to ignite as a star. And explodes with faint red light. Alright, confirms the reasons. The plants are poisonous. And terminology thing, I don't think they're actually just poisonous, because the last time people died from them even if they didn't eat them. That's pretty bad. People will die with the poisonous plants. Oh yeah, people will die with the poisonous plants. So yeah, what do we want to do? Does complicate things. This is a really good planet in almost every way, but people will definitely die because of the poisonous plants. Maybe we could do better. Yeah, let's try move on. Let's try better. Dang, that really sucks though. That was like, whoa! Oh, just 102 people just died. Okay. That just happens sometimes. Cool, this is way less good. There's no water. Gotta move on. Gotta sacrifice one of the databases. Cultural, I always like the cultural database more. Oh shoot, I actually chose to save the, whoops. Well, I guess we're gonna have technology, but bad. Well, we're screwed. I've made mistakes. Breathable atmosphere, gravity's high, temperature's cold, there's basically no water. Let's do the gravity sensor, I guess. Dude, I can't let it kill more things. We gotta hit the resources scanner. Don't even know if there's resources. I feel like we should have scheduled. We should have stopped earlier. Demons face seizures closer to voice detects a faster relays, changing velocity to match course of the speed. It transmits a complex radio signal. It cannot understand, but could only be the product of intelligence. Transfer it an interspecies greeting. It was given an interspecies greeting if it could use to open communication with intelligent aliens. A post series of prime numbers establishing intelligence, followed by diagram to figure human figures to explain this feature's mission and its peaceful intentions. The answer is now and waits hopefully for a reply. The reply comes after a few moments. It is the same form as the feature's interspecies greeting, starting with the same prime numbers. It's changed to depict alien beings and suggests that the object is an exploration probe. More the message at the end is not understand, but it appears to have established communication. Let's transmit cultural information. That transmit what remains of the cultural database to the alien ship. It responds almost at once with a familiar signal. Alien ship must have decoded the feature's cultural database and reply with information about its own alien culture. The air flies with new information away for analysis by the colonists when they awake. Have enough for a conversation to accelerate its way to space. All right, we've repaired our cultural database. That's great. If I hadn't accidentally damaged the cultural data system, then it would have been. Then maybe we could have even had like a really high cultural if we also found one with structures. I don't want to go on another place with the planet wide open. Yeah, love alien culture. It's lasted far longer than the simulation created, but now it's beginning to fail. With ship is near a star that solar panels still provide as much power as the system needs, but deep space fluctuates the power supply, causing worrying malfunctions throughout the ship. G star is the largest rate of the power change because for the sweep changers. The G code that shut off 10 changes would be enough to change off the power supply. All this keep running would mean all in the failing power should damage other parts of the ship. I think we should save the colonists at any cost here. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Oh no. Oh, well, luckily it's no water. I don't think we can go to a place with no water. Let's upgrade the water sensor. All of our sensors are at least updated once now. We analyze the data from the changes. So there's something ahead. But do we want to stay on course? I've had this before and it's hurt me, but I'm guessing there's a chance that it's nothing. I'm going to change course because it's not that bad. I'm going to change course. Okay, so this is corrosive atmosphere. No. It unexpectedly. Okay, so keep the jettison the probe. We have 9 probes. We've been pretty conservative with them. Orbit of the 9th planet of giant supercar. It's small black hole orbits the star. Breathable atmosphere. Low gravity, poor resources. I'm going to move on from this. I'm becoming picky. We got to preserve the landing system. It's already so damaged. Enters on marginal, low. Those are good. We have a moon that could help the resources problem. We have vegetation and animal life. Dude, we gotta, let's check it out. Metal rich move, so that basically means we have resources. Edible plants, neutral animal lives. There's a Proteus is one species that exhibits complex ability to use similar stone tools. It's calling a small tribe, most of which are ruled wisely by the benevolent chieftains. Soon to be benevolent society that could help add culture. I think this is it. I mean, atmosphere kind of sucks. Gravity's not great, but I think we could do this. Yes, probe it at least. Yeah, settle. Let's settle it. Found colony. All right. The damaged landing system cannot completely control the speed sea ship's descent. Suffer some damage when it splashed down in the ocean off the shore of one of this planet's continents. Surviving colonists wake from their sleep chambers and serve their new home. Force of tall alien planets reach hundreds of meters into a pale blue sky. They build a memorial of the 155 colonists who did not survive the journey and named their new world Cornucopia because of its plentiful edible plants. The colonists begin constructing a settlement with the aid of the seed ship's few surviving construction robots. They can leave the ship wearing minimal breathing gear and light clothing in the comfortable temperatures, but breathing gear failures lead to 93 colonists asphyxiating. The low gravity makes the work somewhat more difficult than it would have been on Earth, and 73 colonists are killed when partially completed buildings collapse. They build their settlements near a river and flows into one of the planet's oceans and form the native plants for food. Plants pour metal and other resources, but the damaged scientific database still contains more information on how to make use of what there is. The colonists use what is left of the seed ship to build a spaceship craft capable of reaching the planet's metal-rich moon and mine it to partially compensate for the planet's lack of resources. Colonists transition to a technology based on iron tools. Colonists expand their initial settlement, they must find a way to share their home with its native inhabitants, with surviving historical information in the culture databases to guide them. Difference in technological level between the colonists and the natives makes more relations more difficult, although the natives' culture makes them cautious but accepting of the immigrants. The two species end up living in separate parts of the planet and having little contact with one another. Although parts of the cultural database are missing, it still contains much historical information to instruct the colonists in the building of their society, and much art and literature to inspire them. The losses suffered by the colonists make building a new society more difficult. The surviving knowledge of Earth becomes the exclusive property of a priestly castle, locked away in libraries. For most of the population, Earth becomes the paradise and a mythological follower from grace, and a final reward to hope for after living lives in service of the oppressive theocracy. Cornucopia's tall alien plants reach hundreds of meters into a pale blue sky. The colonists live in tall, stone-walled cities and with buildings sealed against the planet's harsh environment. Besides rivers that flow into the planet's oceans, cities are dominated by temples to the state religion, which controls every aspect of people's lives. The colonist culture mostly ignores the native inhabitants who live in their own communities in other parts of the planet. In the first city stand monuments to the 155 colonists who did not survive the journey, the 166 more who died building the first settlement, and the seed ship AI that guided humanity to its new home. Terrible. 606,000. Way worse score. Look at how this chat. They could almost be cultured. That did not end up working out. We chose isolationism, and oh yeah, you get an extra native. If there are aliens, you get an extra point for scoring, place to score, of which we scored nothing because we failed. And an impressive theocracy. So, that was round 2. It did not go as well. Definitely the worst one. Yeah. Do you want to play again? Do you want to go for another round? All right. I'll probably keep playing until people don't want to play anymore, and then after that, I'll probably unstream. Control the shift. Yeah. We already saw this. Systems check. Scan planet. Terrible. I'm moving on. I'm going to keep the scanners running. Let's start sacrificing scanners more. They don't actually do much for us. I mean, they do a ton for us, but if something seems interesting, we can always surface probe it. I think I overvalue the scanners. Though it is possible to come out of that event with no damage at all, so... You know... I don't like very high ground. I don't like no resources. I think we could do better. Let's have it take the temperature scanner because the atmosphere scanner is already hurt. Toxic atmosphere. That's not going to be great. The atmosphere's been pretty trouble. Let's do the atmospheric scanner. Oh, we're breathing heated. We're going to allow the sensor module. Because again, this time we're sacrificing the sensors more. This looks terrible. I don't want another planet-side ocean. There are a lot of planet-sized oceans in this game. I want to go through the disk, even if yeah, we got through safety, because it's good to just upgrade another sensor automatically. That's such a nice thing to have. There we go. All right, gravity, no water, geological anomalies. I actually don't know what that is. I'm gonna launch a service probe just to figure out what geological anomalies are. Extensive cave system that could be airtight caves. Atmosphere is breathable, so that's not helpful. And poisonous plants. And a Bronze Age oppressive theocracy. All right, that's enough of that. All right, false alarm. We're admiring the beauty of the Milky Way. That seems pretty bad. So I'm gonna move on. Let's add gravity. I want to protect the cultural database at all costs, because although it might have an equal impact on score, I feel like the cultural database if that gets damaged too much, we get put in really oppressive societies. So let's not. All right, just more damage to the atmospheric sensor. That's not terrible. I just don't think we want to go to a very hot planet. We should probably avoid it if there's any red, like actual reds. Move on. Let's do this. So let's reinforce it. Because I've never gotten down to like really low amounts of surface probes. Improvised solution would have horrified the speech of designers. The ship decelerates and explains over the probe manager to hold the gravity scanner together. Not a very good one. Let's move on. Let's preserve the landing system. That really screwed us over last time. The landing system blowing up and destroying a bunch of other stuff. No, all of that looks bad. So upgrade temperature. If we could hold out long enough, we could get these up so much that we only view planets that are actually like good. So there is advantage to keeping going and keeping going. Let's save the cultural database. Because I care. Cultural database is the most important thing. I don't want trace amounts of water. Save the colonists at any cost. Ooh, bad. That's really bad for the construction and the landing system and the water. Scan failed for resources, but I don't think a marginal atmosphere is enough to tempt me. Plus, it would be nice to have one with alien life, because that'd be nice. Are executing their shutdown command in a few moments, the colonists within them would die. Traces the shutdown command to a rogue program hidden in the control software of the temperature scanner. The target counters with a particular set of genetic characteristics. Message embedded in the program, apparently meant to be found by the counters after landing. Talks about purging in. Oh no. Cannot start to save the counter without damaging. Yeah, stop the program. Stop that. We'll just have to deal with the temperature problem. Can't believe the bloody Nazis are going to affect our ability to save humanity. Welcome back, Turkey. We have breathable atmosphere. We have ice caps. That's good. Poor resources, though. Do have possible structures. Let's launch a probe. Poor resources. Unstable geology. That's probably not good. Edible plants, though. War race. That's probably a bad idea. Let's do the water scanner. It's the last one we haven't updated. Reinforce the temperature scanner. Oh, we lost everything. We lost the probe and the temperature scanner, and we basically don't have it at all anymore. That's bad. This is rich and has vegetation. Let's check this one out. Very cold. Yeah, next go to the temperature scanner. So long not the temperature scanner. Yeah. Those gas giants stuff. Poisonous plants. That's basically a gotta move on. We're really dying. Scanners really got hurt. Jettison the probe is not worth it. Oh my gosh, we have high breathable and vegetation and animal life. Oh, it's very cold again. Okay, that's not good. Metal-rich moon, though. Plant life, animals are dangerous, though. Being more selective. Save the colonists at all costs. Construction is really down. Yeah, gravity. Scanners fine. Cultural database is hurt. That's really bad. Possible structures. This has a decent temperature. Oh, come on. Moon is barren. Is outstanding beauty, though. Dangerous ruins. That's not great. Okay, we have 2 more probes. Our best scanner is the resource scanner, so let's upgrade that. Got to avoid the comet because the landing system, we probably can't let that get hit. Oh, no, not the cultural database. Oh, we're going to have a bad society. We still have resources here. No, I don't think I can justify going to this one. Great. Let's let the temperature scanner fail all the way. We have oceans, we have resources. The gravity is a bit high and the atmosphere is marginal. But let's see what the geological anomalies are. The temperature's moderate. Oh, that's good. We're really beat up. We got to find a place to land soon. But the geology is unstable. Edible plants, though. Are we settling here? Seems nice. No, did you say that before you saw the unstable geology? We have so little construction left. No, I want to push. I want to push farther. We're going to push farther. Now here. 1 strike. All right, fine. And landing system is broken it a bit. Such way for this region is alright that are home. Forest squad. Thick limited alien plants stretch away parable sky. Build a memorial to the 26 astronauts for the journey and name the new world garden because it's a lush plant life. Oh, we can also click on this to change the name, by the way, but I'm not going to. Constructing a settlement with the aid of the speed ship's few surviving construction tools. Leave the ship wearing minimal breathing gear and light clothing in the comfortable temperatures, but breathing gear failures lead to 99 colonists asphyxiating. The high gravity makes the work more difficult, and 121 colonists are killed with partially completed buildings collapse. They build their settlements near river. They get food. Earthquake levels the colony's partially completed settlement, killing 534 colonists. Planet is rich, and the damaged database still contains much information on how to make use of them. Transition to an Iron Age society. We still have historical information. Heavy losses make building new society more difficult. It goes into many small states. It's a state of constant warfare. What remains of the cultural database is lost in the conflicts. Gardens squat, thick-limbed alien plants stretch away beneath a pale blue sky. The colonists live in squat, stone-walled cities with buildings sealed against the planet's harsh environment, besides rivers that flow into the planet's oceans. The cities are dominated by barracks housing their vast armies, which regularly attack other cities. In the first city stand miners of the 26 colonists who didn't survive the journey, the 754 more who died building the first settlement, and the Flightship AI that guided humanity to its new home. This is like the worst score I've ever done. That was actually terrible. That was the worst one. I don't think we could hold out. Well, I don't think that went very well. Alright, you know what? I'm going to start sacrificing people. Lost cause, blame the Nazis. Yeah, it's all the Nazis' fault. I'm going to start sacrificing people. Because that was overall bad. And a lot of that happened because I tried to save people's lives. Let's settle here. I just want to see what happens. I love seeing what happens when we settle on terrible worlds. The landing system controlled seers and said, it touches gently down on the rocky surface. Colonists wake from the sleep chambers and survey the new home. A jagged, cratered landscape stretches away beneath the black star-studded sky. They named their new world Arid because of its lack of water. Colonists began constructing a settlement with the aid of the Sea Ship's constructor robots. They could leave the ship in bulky environment suits that protect them from the vacuum and scorching heat, but suit failures lead to 156 colonists asphyxiating. While gravity makes the work somewhat more difficult than it would have been on Earth, they must carefully ration the tiny amount of water they can extract from the planet's rocks, and water shortages kill 147 colonists. As no accessible metals or other resources of the colonists could not maintain a high level of technology, even with a fully intact scientific database, the colonists transitioned to a technology based on sophisticated stone and wood tools. The planet cannot sustain human life without technological assistance, but before the technology fails, the original colonists build robust, airtight habitats, set up automated water recycling systems that can work indefinitely without maintenance. The cultural database contains a wealth of historical information to help the colonists make their choice of government, and a vast library of art and literature to entertain and inspire them. The losses sustained by the colonists make building a new society more difficult. First leaders of the colony become the founders of a line of benevolent monarchs who regard it as their solemn duty to guide the colony and safeguard the remaining knowledge of Earth. Arid's jagged, cratered landscape stretches away. Beneath a black star-studded sky, the colonists live in tall stone-walled cities under airtight domes gathered around water production plants. Cities are built around royal palaces with which beloved monarchs rule the population wisely. In the first city stand monuments to the 303 colonists who died building the first settlement and the Flightship AI that guided humanity to his new home. That was better than the planet you wanted to settle on. I mean, okay, that was because we had already sustained a lot of damage. But I would like to point out that is better than Garden, or I think it was. Yeah, that was better than Garden. How much? Benevolent Monarchy is 1,500. I know the max is 3,000. Because that's what, at least that's what Enlightenment is. That was not terrible. Okay, we'll try for real. But I'm going to start sacrificing people this time. Because I feel like things got so bad because I refused to sacrifice anyone. But then people just died anyway when, we didn't have any landing equipment or construction, So I think I need to be less conservative. I think we can let the scanner modules fail. But I think we need to deprioritize human life. Which is a really good thing to hear. Let it hit the scanner over the gravity system. Breathable atmosphere, but no other upsides. Let's do resources. We've been getting lucky. Let's keep the scanners running because the scanners are probably the least. Wow, gravity's getting destroyed. This looks terrible. Hit the gravity sensor. The gravity sensor is completely useless, but it's better than it actually. The construction will actually affect how well we can do. No water, but vegetation and a decent moon potentially. Let's check. Very high gravity. Unstable moon. Poisonous plants. Move on. She assumed the air thought it would never hear again. The handshake code used by the computers of ground control. Back when the sea ship was in Earth orbit and prepared for its voyage, it seemed to be coming from the system off the sea ship's current course. Dude, we gotta go see that. The sea ship tracks a small object orbiting in the star's outer cometary cloud. Usually, it transmits a greeting, and the object identifies itself as a support drone launched after the speed ship and sent to track and rendezvous with it. Claims to carry a swarm of robots that can repair the damage to the ship's sensors and systems. Drone is visibly damaged. I will accept the repairs. Oh my gosh. Oh shoot! Repair a swarm across the speed ship. Dismantling the drone using its parts to repair the sea ship systems. All right, we're back. That's good. Good break. Corrosive atmosphere. No way. Uh, yeah. Let's do atmosphere. Jettison the probe. Ooh, I can live with water if we have vegetation, which could be very helpful. High gravity. That's bad, but not terrible. Plant life is an eh. Okay, what do you think? Cause like breathable atmosphere, moderate temperature, trace amounts of water. That's the only red thing. And we still have all of our construction and our landing and our culture and our science and the rich resources. Yeah, I say let's try it. Let's go in. Landing fuels control. Yeah, the landing system controls the seed ship's descent gently down on a field of alien vegetation. The colonists awake from their sleep chambers for the new home. Fields of squat, thick-limbed alien plants stretch away beneath the blue sky. The name their new world arid because of its lack of water. Construction structure is set up with the aid of the sea ship's construction robots. Leave the ship without breathing air, and light clothing. High gravity makes the work more difficult. They must ration the small amount of water they can extract from the atmosphere, and water storage shortages kill 143 colonists. That makes sense. It was rich in resources, and they will attain a level of technology equivalent to Earth. And we have a lot of cultural. They lay the foundation of a democracy which all citizens are educated and engaged. Arid squat thick woodanian transplants stretch away beneath a blue sky. Colonists live in squat cities of steel and glass beneath a challenged open sky, gathered around water production plants. They live happy and fulfilled lives under the guidance of selfless elected officials. In the first city stand monuments to the 143 colonists who died building the first settlement, and the sea ship AI that guided humanity to its new home. That's like the best we've done so far. I know this is, by the way, I do know that Final Culture, by the way, that's not the best. There is like an egalitarian society between the democracy and cosmic enlightenment. That seems pretty good. Yeah, how are you feeling on doing another game? That's our best run so far. Well, our best run. I did a better run earlier, or two better runs actually, but of our runs today, of our runs on stream, so best one so far. Uh, let's do one more. Uh, yeah, I really did think that I Just Want to Be Single would last longer. Like, I thought I was hoping for a whole episode too, and when I saw Kaede's episode come up, I really did think that that was going to be like we would get one for all of them at least. But that was not a lot. Pretty disappointed in that at least. Found Colony. So let's move on. Scanners first. Move on. There goes our resource scanner. Let's move on. Let's see if we can get a really high cultural, but I don't think it would be pretty hard. It's atmosphere. Emergency course. We don't have that many upgrades yet. It's pretty terrible. Let's avoid the comments. All right, Surface Pro. That's not that great. That's not that bad. No water. Gonna move on. All right, that's good. False alarm. That does look pretty good, but I think I could shoot for higher. No, definitely no. That's pretty good. Marginal high, like, but I think I can do better. I'll do gravity. Okay, well, there goes the gravity sensor. Moving on from that. Patch the disc. We got through safety. I wonder if that actually can hurt us. Don't want trace amounts of water. That's not great. No, avoid the comment. Oh, kill 7 people. I want to see if we can get how high I can get cultural. Breathable, moderate, planet-wide ocean. That's not bad. Let's launch a probe. Oh, breathable, moderate, planet-wide ocean, rich. Whoa. Oh, poisonous plants. That's going to kill people. And dangerous animals. And warring tribes. I feel like this game is seriously channeling my ethics. Civi was not bad comparatively. Yeah. Oh. Poisonous ant plants will kill people. So will dangerous animals. Obviously, of course, and we still have a lot to go. I think we could find better. Plus, there's a good chance we have to go to war with the warring tribes. I'm going to make the executive decision to move on. I will get the water scanner better, though. Dude, I'm definitely passing through the disc. All right. Water scanner got hurt a bit. We got now gravity up to 2, so we're always... I think that guarantees green gravity as long as the scan doesn't fail, and the scan failed. Possible structures, though, but no resources. We can do better. And there goes the scientific database. It's fine. No resources, come on. The scanners. Cool, my number 2 upgraded scanner. That's really cool. No resources. That's good, but no resources is bad. That's a big red none for a reason. It's going to take a big toll on our scientific database. Gonna go on. Sure, let's upgrade the resource center. Save the cultural database. And hey, maybe we'll run into something that helps us. I want to find an alien species because those can help raise culture. And so I want something that can raise culture over 100%. Keep the scanners running. Okay, that's fine. Oh my gosh. Launch the service probe. Edible plants. Dangerous animals. But it's so good in every other respect. Okay, we got to touch down it, right? Do we think this is a good place to touch down? Like, it isn't my goal, but like, which I wanted to see if we could get more. I want to get more points from finding aliens, but this is definitely a good one. Laser controls the siege of script, and it splashes gently into the ocean off the shore of one of the planet's continents. Uh, they're in Bounty. 335 colonists are killed by the hostile animals. But we've got resources. Oh, I guess our scientific database got so damaged that we don't have a high technology level. And we got benevolent monarchs again. 7,661. Solid mid tier. Yeah, welcome back, Terry. There is um yeah. Yeah, I want something that I know it's possible. I want to do more with alien life. Oh yeah, there was a spiritual successor somewhere. I don't think I'm gonna try it out today. No. That's what I was looking for actually. Oh no, we can't. We have to shut down. We can't have the radiation is resources there is much better than the landing gear. Not that. Not that. Of the atmosphere. Jettison the sleep changers. Breathable. Ooh. Possible structures. Let's launch the service probe. Poisonous plants. Regular geological form. I'm gonna push my luck. Emergency course change. We don't have that many upgrades yet. Move on. Jettison more sleep chambers. No water, no resources. That's not. Can't do that. Here, let's get some resources. Change course. It's not worth it. Okay, as much as it'd be very funny to go here, I don't think it'd be that bad because we have all of our stuff, so I wouldn't be for. Yeah, emergency course change. Terrible. 13 people die. Possible structures. I'm looking for culture above all else. Airtight caves that would help with the atmosphere. Plants are bad. Animals are bad. Yeah, nothing about no aliens. Yeah, let's do water. Jettison the sleep chambers. I don't think that's very good. Don't shut down the resources. Don't shut down the resources. Scanner, it'll be fine. Moving on. Emergency course change. Well, it started out pretty good. Moving on. Update the gravity sensor. Save the cultural database. I'm not gonna go on one with a red. So patch to the disk. We're safe. We haven't gotten hit by that yet. No aliens. I want aliens. Jettison more sleep chambers. Possible structures. Launch the probe. It says an unstable moon, poisonous plants, high-tech ruins. That's technology, not cultural. Moving on. Yeah, I guess atmosphere again. Reinforce using a service probe. That didn't work. All right, let's look at this one. That's bad. That's bad. Probably not great. Move on. Shut off more sleep chambers. Sacrifice more people. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Edible plants. Neutral animal. Monumental ruins. That could relieve. That's cultural, I think. And technology ruins. All right. There's no downsides. There's slightly high gravity. Confirm. Landing system controls the space ship's descent and splashes gently down into the ocean off the shore of one of the planet's continents. Flight counters wake from the sleep chambers and survey their new home. Fields of squat, thick limbed. Okay, again. They've built a memorial. Their name is Hephaestus because of its plentiful mineral resources. Constructing a settlement with the aid of the Seach's constructed tools. They leave the ship without breathing gear or light clothing. Its high gravity makes the work more difficult, but no one dies. They build the structure near a river. They farm native plants. They explore the ruins. They learn about its culture. Help them create their own. There's finding advanced alien machines, some of them still functioning, and that allows them to fill the gaps with the scientific database. Rich in metals and other resources, and it still contains much information on how to use them. They maintain a technology level equivalent to Earth. Culture database contains a wealth of historical information to help the colonists make the choice of government. Laws are sustained by the colonists make building a society more difficult. It has been augmented by alien knowledge, so they get to have cosmic enlightenment. This is, oh my gosh. Emphasis squat, thick-limbed alien plants stretch away beneath the blue sky. Colonists live in squat cities of steel and glass beneath the planet's open sky. Besides rivers that flow to the planet's oceans, they live lives of peace and spiritual fulfillment beyond the dreams of their ancestors on Earth, guided by a combination of human and alien philosophy. In the first city stands monuments for the 159 colonists who did not survive the journey and the siege of AI that guided humanity to its new home. 11,152. I've never done that good. Not even in the before times, like before we started. It's the best score I've ever had. Good play. High score. Yeah, that's the high score. An information age cosmic enlightenment. I'm pretty happy. I think that's going to be it for the stream. I'm really sorry that we spent so little time playing I Just Want to Be Single. Did not realize that was how much content there was. But I had a good time. So yeah, that's going to be it for today. But yeah, thanks everyone for flying with the Flightship.